Uh, just a quick one, guys, to say that the Alan Thompson book is now out, as you know, and I'm pleased to report that it's become another Amazon bestseller. Uh, I think it's my tenth one out of 20 books now. Um, and I knew it was going to be big. I knew it was going to be a big. If you can think of all the millions and millions of Celtic supporters worldwide, um, it's not a video unless I do that, is it? Yeah, you think of all the masses of Irish Catholics across the world, America, Canada, Thailand, and Alan Thompson was a pretty poignant figure among that Martin O'Neill era. So it was no surprise to me that the book was just going to go absolutely nuts. And the way it's selling now, I think it could be even bigger than the Lee Duffy, The Hole of the Moon. Obviously, my first book in football, away from true crime, if you like. But yeah, it's gone absolutely crackers. A lot of the book shops are going to be taking big orders. Anyone who is after buying a copy, probably best bet is to organise it from Amazon. And it's not next day delivery as it once was. Obviously with COVID, but it's free delivery. So you can click onto Amazon and buy Alan Thompson, A Geordie Boy, and it's going to be delivered to your front door for no extra cost other than the £14.95. And as I said in the other video the other night, it's a really large, thick book. Lots of, obviously lots of you have read the papers this week. Alan was he was in the Newcastle papers last week. He's been in the Sun this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He's going to be 2-page with the Birmingham paper this week, and there'll be a few more. But yeah, it's all systems go, and it's going absolutely crackers. So if you're a Celtic fan, or listen, even if you're not a Celtic fan, even if you're just a football fan, but there's a lot in the book about Alan's time at Leeds United, Aston Villa. Who else did he play for? Newcastle United, Hartlepool, England. There's a full chapter on the England, Sven-Goran Eriksson and all this, and obviously, Tommo was in the same squad as David Beckham and all that. So it's there's a lot of stories, there's a lot of ins and outs that you don't realise within the football world. So it's an inside view, if you like, as someone who's been there and done it, and in my opinion, it's a criminal. I think personally, if Alan Thompson never played in the Scottish League for as long as he did, then he would have had more caps. Lots of people have said that. Peter Beagley said that the other week. It's criminal to think that Chris Sutton didn't get a cap at all when he was on fire for the Premier League with Sutton and Shearer back in '95. But obviously it was politics, and I think with that guy there, a lot of it was because he was. This was a period when Stewie Downing wasn't about. So in England, have never been blessed with left-sided midfielders, particularly in that generation. So yeah, it's kind of, if anyone knows football or you remember it from them many years, then you just think, how did you never get more than one cap? But anyway, listen, he's got more. He's got one cap more than the rest of us, or anyone who's kind of. Because I have read a few comments recently, actually, and they were one cap wonder and all that. And listen, Alan Thompson's got one more cap than every guy in the pub. So, he didn't do that too bad. But, yeah, overall, it's done absolutely fantastic. What day was it on? So it come out Wednesday. So it's only actually been out 48 hours. So if anyone goes on Amazon now and types in Alan Thompson, A Geordie Boy, it'll come up and on the top of the page it'll say Amazon bestseller. So there you go. Hasn't done too bad, has it? And yeah, Tommo is going to be on James English. He's going to be on TalkSport and all that. So get used to seeing Alan Thompson's face, because he's going to be quite poignant in the media, certainly with a lot of things I'm going to be doing. I've got an evening with Alan Thompson in the January at Middlesbrough in the Legends Bar, January the 22nd, £15 admission. We're only, it's going to be a number of places. So if anyone fancies to come and listen to what Al for the night, get in touch with myself at Jamie Boyle 10 or Jamie Boyle Law from Facebook, and I'll book you a ticket. And it's not just going to be about football. Obviously, Alan, when you're in his company, you realise he's quite he's the first one who'll make jokes, and when he's in form, or when he's right, he's the kind of the party. He is the party, and there's a lot of humour around him. So there'll be a lot of stories on away from football. He grew up in Newcastle, very familiar with Viv Graham as well. So Tommo, he's always interesting to listen to, and I'm looking forward. A lot of my friends from the Celtic supporters around Teesside are all looking forward to coming to him. So yeah, it's the book has done really, really well, and it's only been out 2 days, and it's an Amazon bestseller. So anyone who fancies getting one, guys, get onto Amazon now. There is 330 Waterstones in Great Britain. Not all of them have it at the minute, but if you walk into any of them shops, see the lady behind the desk, order it. It's on their system, and obviously all the bookshops in the next couple of weeks will start stocking up. But that's not how books work. You've got to have a book out first, then the shops have got. It's the power of the public, if you like. The public kind of just goes in and says, and then obviously that's how it works in the book world. Did the same with my Lee Duffy book. Waterstones weren't interested in my first few books. Paul Sykes too, both bestsellers on Amazon. Tales of Pugilism, and it wasn't until The Hole of the Moon that it just went nuts, and everyone just started demanding this book, and then Waterstones and all the bookshops just started stocking it. So that's how it works, and that's how pretty much it'll work with a Geordie Bhoy, albeit some of the shops in Scotland have already started buying it in bulk. So listen, guys, a Geordie Bhoy is out, and it's doing well, and I'm really, really proud of it. It was my baby, if you like. It's my, it's my kind of, obviously, because I'm Celtic crackers, always have been as a kid. Anyone who knows my background is, so I always will be forever indebted to Tommo to take a chance on me. I wind Alan up. I don't wind him up because it's the truth, but I say, listen, you've done well getting me, someone of a calibre of a best-selling author as Jamie Boyle writing your book, But no, do you know what? Jokes aside, it was someone. His book was just someone that would have. I got into books by Paul Sykes, just being obsessed with Paul Sykes, as you all know. So it was never about the money. Didn't even know whether I was going to be any good. So I was just wanted to know, and I would have done it for free. And it was pretty much the two Sykes and then the Duffys, and then that's when things started to take off for me. But I would have done Alan Thompson's book in that kind of same light, if you like. Obviously, by the time Alan's was my 21st book, but I would have just. It would never have been about the money. It was just wow, don't tell him this, but what a fucking hero, man. He was. I had some cracking nights of just being so high off football, in the pub drinking at Celtic Park, Celtic beating Barcelona, Thompson scoring the winner, Celtic beating Liverpool, Thompson scoring against Shakhtar Donetsk, Bayern Munich, Rangers games. I had some proper high euphoric moments regarding Alan Thompson, and it was just like fucking wow. Do you know what I mean? But I've got to know him. He's not really my hero anymore. He's a friend, and he's a pain in the ass most of the time. But I love him, and he's kind of got in my little circle now with your Neil Booths, your Paul Venices. So he's kind of, I want what's best for him. Do you know what I mean? It's not really just a business arrangement anymore. I want to like, when I see him, I want to like, I'm like that dad setting his son off for the first day at school and being proud of him. He's my mate, and I want to see him do well. But yeah, he's been great to do with. And jokes aside, cards on the table, I do owe him a lot, and I will be forever grateful to Alan Thompson for taking a chance on a little punk like me. But listen, guys, this is just, I only meant to do this for a couple of minutes. But listen, Thompson book, Alan Thompson, a Geordie Boy. What's it about? The clues in the name. It's a boy with a H, which is Celtic's nickname. And he's a Geordie. He's really, he's a mild Geordie actually, but they still don't speak English, do they? I still struggle with them. And I grew up for most of my life 40 mile down the road on Teesside. So, sometimes when I listen to Alan, I just lip read him when he's saying stuff like, a gun for a pint, like a canny bag of Tudor, blading races and all that kind of stuff. I know Alan's stepdaughter, she went to Newcastle the other week and she was just like looking as if these people exist. It's like a new of mankind. It's like, it was pretty much for little Macy. It was like, man had just walked on the moon. It was like, ma'am, who are these people? And I'm pretty much the same like that as well. But listen, Alan Thompson, Geordie Boy, is out and is doing extremely well. Listen, it is a magnificent read, but I'm biased, of course. But listen, the guy was brutally honest. I spoke to one of the guys from the media the other week who read the book, and he was like, really, really honest, brutally honest. Is there things that's going to come back and be used against him? And yeah, absolutely. As I said, if it was me, I probably would have avoided. But fair to play to Alan Thompson. He's got balls of steel. He's a Geordie. They breed him up north hard. He's well hard, isn't he? He's do you know what I mean? He's one of them. You're looking at my pint like he's just thought, you know what? I don't give a shit. This is my life. This is what I've been through. This is what I've had to endure. This is my future. This is what, judge me at your peril. And also judge me when you're perfect. So, Alan Thompson, you're going to see a lot more of him. You've seen him on Sean Atwood. You're going to see him on James English. You're going to see him talk sport Ollie McCoy's next couple of weeks. And he's going to be, in fact, he's in Glasgow there's now. And even with Alan Thompson, he's got one there tomorrow. He's at Malone's Bar tomorrow from 1 o'clock to 3. And he's going to be signing his books. So if anyone wants to go to meet Alan Thompson, even if you're a Rangers supporter, go get a box of eggs and just go bombard him. Just go and ambush him. 1 o'clock, Malone's Bar. He's there till 3 o'clock. Go and ask him why he rubbed you up the wrong way and he got sent off 3 times at Ibrox and he scored 7 goals against you. Don't forget all them bad things he done to you. So go put it on him. Do you know what? He's addressed it in his book, and I know the blue side of Glasgow likes to give him pelters, but it's only a game, and us Celtic supporters, listen, I felt enraged with Nacho Novo for years, and Kenny Miller when he would come back to Celtic Park and score against us and that. So, listen, it's the same for everyone. It's football, isn't it? And it's what makes football the best game in the world. But Thompson was the bane, was the thorn in Glasgow Rangers' side for many years. So, like I said, 1 o'clock, Glasgow tomorrow, Malone's Bar, take a box of eggs and go give him what for. Don't forget to click and subscribe, guys. And Alan, if you're watching, mate, big love. Got you back, and hoping we can do maybe another book, maybe a documentary. I'm that find the whole story riveting, and I know there's more to come for you as well. Pleasure to work with you, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to get away from true crime, because getting death threats it gets a bit boring after a while, but yeah, hopefully this is the start of many books in the football world, particularly the Celtic one, which will be nice. But yeah, listen, Geordie Bhoy, Alan Thompson, written by Jamie Boy and myself, published by Warcry Publishing, is now out, guys. So get onto Amazon, get onto eBay, get into Waterstones, and get yourself a copy. And if you want to see Alan tomorrow, 1 o'clock at Malone's Bar in Glasgow, if you want to take a box of eggs, that's great. Just buy a book and go meet him. And he's not a bad guy when you get to meet him in the flesh. When he's not scoring against you and running about like that and trying to wind the fans up, he's a nice guy deep down. Don't forget to click and subscribe, guys. God bless.